4-0 victory for the Powell River Kings over the Cowichan Valley Capitals. Up here in our post-game show is defenseman Jeremy LeClerc, or should I say Jeremy Lukasevicius. You kind of channeled a little bit of Luko there in that goal. Take us through the 2-0 tally. Sorry, you're right to the season here.
Yeah, I mean, Curdy made a nice pass there, and then just took it wide. The D-man wasn't gapped up, so it was pretty easy.
How similar was that? Because it looked pretty carbon copy. How similar was that from the goal you scored last year in West Kelowna?
Yeah.
Or against West Kelowna here, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty similar. Same backhand puck protect and tuck it in forehand.
Let's talk about the first period, because, I mean, it was fairly even, and what surprised me was a lack of, emotion. I mean, with everything on the line, the Kings a chance to pretty much secure a second spot, Cowichan a chance to make that race real tight down the stretch. There seemed to be kind of a lack of everything, and neither side really kind of wanted to make a move. Is that how it felt through 20?
Yeah, I think we didn't have the first period we wanted there, but we talked about it in the room in the first intermission. We came out in second and had a good period. What
was, I guess, offensively the key? I mean, we were just talking before you came up about generating pressure. I mean, Finlater, Rausser, and Kamer, I think, directly leading to Carter Turnbull's goal, which winds up as the game winner. What was the talk in the room, as you said, through 20, about pressure, traffic on Storm for North, all those things that the Kings try to generate game in, game out?
Yeah, I think we just had to get more pucks on net. I mean, when their goalie screened, he's not too good. So, yeah, we just get more pucks on net.
The discipline really factored in as well. I mean, you only had you had 3 chances on the man advantage in the first, 1 in the second, and a couple more in the third. You eventually score in the third. It's a team that takes penalties. I mean, that's historic through this season, one of the most penalized teams in the league. What kind of talk was there on discipline before tonight's game?
Yeah, discipline's huge. Yeah, we want to keep out of the box, but thank goodness we got that last power play goal, because, I mean, we would have went like 0 for 4 there, so that wouldn't have been too good.
Well, I mean, that made you 1 for 6, so it would have been a tough night there. Yeah. The power play overall, I mean, it's been clicking. I mean, I think that's 5 or 6 straight now. With at least a goal, 6 of 8, with at least a goal, a couple of 2 nights in there as well. Yeah. The benefits of a power play goal. I mean, how does that, I guess, factor into a hockey game when you're able to get that one? I mean, tonight's didn't really factor into the result, but the momentum you get from it, how does that affect a team?
Yeah, I think definitely games are won and lost on special teams there, and our PK has been good all year, but we just need to be more intense on the power play.
Let's talk about doubleheader mentality, because you get Cowichan straight back here Saturday night at the Hap Parker Arena. We began to see it kind of creep in into the third period. A lack of emotion in the first, made up for a little bit in the third. I guess talk us through doubleheaders in your time here in the BCHL, knowing what to expect out of a Cowichan side that wants a good memory here before potentially returning for playoffs. Yeah,
well, I mean, doubleheaders are cool, especially when you might possibly face that team in playoffs. So. I mean, in the third period, when it started to get rough and stuff, all the guys knew, like, we have them tomorrow. Like, let's just keep her cool. Let's play our game, and we'll take that tomorrow.
Jeremy, we'll let you get back down to the room. Thank you so much for coming up and doing this, and congratulations on a big 4-0 victory.
Yeah, thank you.
Brock, let's start with the power play. We talked a lot about it with Jeremy there. It had been something that had been reliable, if not overly efficient, for the Kings over the last 6 to 8 games. You'd gotten a goal from it, but you always want more on the man advantage. Did anything kind of change throughout the night? Because we saw the Kings become more effective the more chances they got on it, going 0 for 3 in the first and then finally able to cash in on the third.
No, I think, Jeremy made a good point. We got to be more intense and just outwork their kill. So, I thought we had a lot of good looks. We weren't really getting our opportunities from rebound chances. They were doing a good job of collapsing and finding those second pucks. But no, we were moving the puck well. We were creating opportunities. We just a little snake bit there and couldn't find the back of the net, especially on that 5-on-3.
It seemed like teams were afraid to kind of make a mistake in that first period. It was very much, at least it looked from up here, a bit of a sit back 20 minutes worth of play. How did you make see that one through 20? And I mean, maybe not surprising considering it's been a while since teams have seen each other.
No, for sure. I thought little feeling out throughout the first 20. We weren't that good. We turned a lot of pucks over, tried to do too much, and our breakout when they were sitting back, we struggled. So you go in, you adjust it and regroup, and then move forward and came out and had a better second.
I know you talked with Zach Evans through 40 minutes worth of play about the hard work, keeping feet moving, and I think that was personified tonight, but particularly in the second period by that long shift in the offensive zone. You guys got a full change completed with Rausser, Finlater, and Kamer. How much of that shift and that setup led to Carter Turnbull's goal with Johnny Evans able to get a loose puck at center?
No, it's huge. I mean, anytime you can get a whole line change while maintaining puck possession, that'll change the momentum of the game. And you could see we were getting better as the game went along. We were finding our legs and being hungrier on pucks. We were winning those one-on-one battles down low. We weren't being an easy pin. We were spinning out of checks and attacking the net with a purpose. So, a big shift by them right there. It leads to a tired group, and obviously you get Johnny out and Carter, and they capitalize on it.
That pairing has been very, very good. I mean, Curtis McCarrick, a big body creates a little bit of room for them, but those two, they look like the Harlem Globetrotters out there at times.
Yes.
They find each other.
Well, exactly. Sometimes
for better or worse. Let's just say that.
Sometimes it's a little too much, but no, it's they've been good. They've been reliable. I mean, they play the right way when they're moving their feet and they compete hard. It's tough to keep them off the score sheet. I mean, it's you look around professional hockey, the NHL in particular. There's not many guys who are their size. Making a difference. I mean, you watch, Johnny Gaudreau, for example, in Calgary. He's just a water bug out there. He's all over the puck. He's all over the ice. He moves his feet, and that's what we kind of told them. That, to be a successful player with your height, you gotta be relentless in your effort and keep doing everything you can to create space for yourself. And the two of them have been great.
I wanted to get your comment on discipline tonight. And again, it was an issue that we raised with Jeremy, but the fact that the Kings were, largely outside of that kind of final 30 seconds in the third period where you take a couple of penalties that you don't really like to take, particularly in that situation when you're protecting a shutout. Discipline, I thought, was pretty much on point. I mean, you allowed Cowichan to do what they've consistently done most of the season, and that's take penalties. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, obviously, when you look up and down who the most penalized teams in the league are, you got a team coming in our building and obviously 3-0, little frustration boiled over for them and some punches to the head. So, I mean, hats off to our guys for sticking with it and taking the cheap shots all game and moving forward and continue to move their feet. I mean, it's, the penalty on Kennedy at the end of the period was just a good back check. I didn't think it warranted a call. He was moving his feet the whole time. So it is what it is now. But, no, I mean, our guys, it's, credit to them for staying the course and being disciplined. It's tough to get whacked and cross-checked and punched in the head. But when, you play the right way and things are going your way, you just suck it up. And for the better of the team, you take those whacks and we go to the power play.
Let's have our obligatory Jeff Smith chat. 21 saves, third shutout of the season, 21st victory as well, his 41st win in the BCHL. I can't really think of a situation where Jeff was required to be spectacular to make the highlight reel save, but that just kind of personifies the way he plays the game. No, exactly. I think, he made some big stops when we needed him to, as usual, and he was giving me some grief about dropping the big bucks line. He's worried about his eligibility, but no, he was good. I mean, he was pretty quiet night for him. I think RD did a good job of keeping everything to the outside, and when he did get tested, he was right there with a big pillow to gobble everything up. You get the 8th game in the season series coming up on Saturday night against the Cowichan Valley Capitals. It had been a long time, and we talked about this between drinks. I mean, late November was the last one. A little bit of a feeling out process here, but it's less than 24 hours later, and you're straight back to it. The doubleheader mentality from a coaching aspect and beginning to see that extra whistle stuff creep into the game late. Let's just talk through tomorrow. Well, just, another 60 to play. It's obviously tough for us to... It's us, right? We had some visitors here in the post-game show. Yeah, so. No, it's obviously tough to play 120 consistent. We've done it time and time again, especially on home ice this year. So, they'll be dialed in knowing that we need to win tomorrow to tie the season series. So, the guys will be ready. Obviously, you mentioned doubleheader and kind of we just looked at it as a playoff series. It's starting this week, and second place so precious. So, points on home ice are huge, and we'll be ready to go. Brock, congratulations on the win. Thank you so much for bringing Jeremy up, and we'll do it again tomorrow night. Yeah, Jeremy mentioned it's Luco's birthday today, so funny you brought him up. It is Luco's birthday today. We'll wish a happy birthday to Luco. So. Yeah, down in Denver, so happy birthday to Luco there. A nice little inspiration from Jeremy LeClerc tonight. Brock, thank you. Thank you.